In the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, a thousand.
This is Nalini Lasiewicz. I'm here in Los Angeles, and we're thrilled to celebrate this incredible annual occasion of drawing attention to women's issues, our needs, gender equality in all kinds of forms. I think everyone here tonight has a very special connection with those principles, and we're delighted to share this with you. I also was lucky enough to go to The Hague a few years ago when Women International League of Peace and Freedom held their centennial meeting in The Hague, which by coincidence is the city I was born in. So it was a really special event. But the thing that stuck out for me was that this organization, 100 years old, was the women of the world who came together to try to stop World War I. And it was a harrowing enterprise, traveling behind, war zone situations, going to meet prime ministers and presidents and just pleading, isn't there some nonviolent way to settle these disputes? Going back to that conference I attended in The Hague, I gave a copy of this song to one of the organizers, and they started playing it during the dinner breaks and the reception breaks. So it was very exciting to have that happen. This is called Women for Peace. You're standing in the kitchen. It's the only warm room. You're getting ready to go out, though a part of you doesn't want to. You remember your childhood, when the whole damn world was at war. Now it's happening all over. How could anyone take any more? So you put your black coat on, take the signs you've drawn, join the ladies downtown, becoming women for peace down in the streets, yeah. Women for peace, ooh, down on the streets. You've given more than you bargained. How many years did you cry? Now you march in their memory, telling anyone who passes by. Some will curse you with glances. In a mob, you only feel fear. Then you hear someone whisper, I'm so grateful you're always here. Pick a day to start. Speak out from your heart. You're no longer alone. Becoming women for peace down on the streets, yeah.
I've lived for a while in Ukraine. It's very important to my heart. So I'm very thankful to Nalini for inviting me to play the national anthem. I'll do that right now.
When I met my good friend Caroline a few years ago, we figured out that our mothers grew up maybe 5 or 10 kilometers away from each other in southwest Germany in the 1930s. And my mother left as a 12-year-old and traveled alone to the United States, to the West Coast. Caroline's mother stayed in Germany. She had a little Jewish friend, and that's part of the song too. So this is a song for our mothers. The first verse is my mother's voice. The second verse is Caroline's mother's voice. And the third verse is both mothers. It was in the 1930s. My mother was 12, and Caroline's mother, in 1940, my mother was 12. Caroline's mother was 11, I think, and her story dates to 1938. All right. Let's see. It's got stitches. When I was 12, just a kind, Mother took me to Berlin. She'd sewn a gold star to my coat. I'd travel east by train and boat. Her eyes compelled me to have faith on my journey to the Golden Gate. And when I reached up to hold her, she said, "Mein Liebling, there'll be an angel at your shoulder." When I was 9, just a kind, Rebecca Steinberg was my friend. I taught her how to knit and purl. She showed me how to waltz and twirl. Then she vanished overnight. They'd felt the winds and taken flight. I often thought of her as I grew older and hoped there was an angel at her shoulder. When there's a wound where there's a rend, we make stitches, stitch and mend. Stitches made in blues and greens, wines and pinks and tourmalines. fuchsia floss, white calico, make flowers reaching through the snow. Dark grays make a stormy shroud. Yellow rays burst through the cloud. We've passed on to the other side. We see our daughters' stars collide, lighting up a darkened sky, a sparkly blanket in the night. They chase their dreams, they sing their songs, find their loves, find where they belong. And should their world grow colder, each has an angel at her shoulder. When there's a wound, where there's a rent, we make stitches, stitch and mend. Arabesques and serpentines, binding with their loops and vines. Golden cord and copper wire make a phoenix rising from the fire. And silver threads and cotton strings make a pair of angel wings.
Good Bones, and it's by Maggie Smith, the poet, not the actress, which is what I thought at first. Life is short, though I keep this from my children. Life is short, and I've shortened mine in 1,000 delicious, ill-advised ways. 1,000 deliciously ill-advised ways I'll keep from my children. The world is at least 50% terrible, and that's a conservative estimate, though I keep this from my children. For every bird, there is a stone thrown at a bird. For every loved child, a child broken, bagged, sunk in a lake. Life is short and the world is at least half terrible, and for every kind stranger, there is one who would break you, though I keep this from my children. I'm trying to sell them the world. Any decent realtor walking you through a real shithole chirps on about good bones. This place could be beautiful, right? You could make this place beautiful.
In the song I'm going to play for you, actually I wrote it sort of during the pandemic. I did write it during the pandemic, and you know, we definitely live in a country divided right now, and that's why I wrote this song, and it's called Next to You. Slide down the drain with me, sick of the rain, wanna feel sunshine on my feet. Dive deep down, straight to the bottom, where you can't hear a sound and maybe get some peace. Break these chains, they're weak and old. Run like hell till we get to the top of the hill. There may be trouble on the way, but I can save you when you can save me. Okay, everybody, find the one and love the one. Keep safe the one that's standing next to you. Everybody find the one and love the one. Keep safe the one that's standing next to you. Find the one and love the one. Keep safe the one that's standing next to you. Dancing in the den with the radio low, singing to each other, laughing, joking, and fooling around. We can find a way, my baby, if I love you and you love me. Come on, everybody, find the one and love.
So nice, Matthew.
Thanks, guys. Happy National Women's Day, right? Yes?
International Women's Day. You got March
International.
8th every year.
Nice. I'll have to celebrate my girlfriend when she gets home.
Yeah, a lot of countries, the children come home with flowers for their moms, and you're so special, Mom. But it is more political in a lot of ways. So start.
This is an adaptation of the Mother's Day Proclamation after the Civil War, and I've incorporated into my anti-war play Lysistratagem after Aristophanes' play Lysistrata. Then women arise and be firmly resolved. We won't submit to declarations of war made by corrupt politicians. We won't let our warriors train our sons to torture and kill other humans. Disarm. Bombs, missiles, chemicals, and bombs. Disarm, disarm. Let's demilitarize our countries and homes. As our men have forsaken us for war, women, now is our time to lead. In the name of humanity, may we uphold the sacred bonds of peace, the sacred bonds of peace, the sacred bonds of peace.
What will you do? Say it's all up to you. Say the whole world in your hands. Would there be change, or would things be the same Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can? Would your world be about power and greed? And would the choices you make lose our souls? Or would you stand for every woman, every man, and see every heart broken made whole? See every heart broken made whole. What would you do? Say it's all up to you. Say the whole world in your hands. Would there be change, or would things be the same? Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can? Well, all of our lives we've been told paradise resides in the heavens above. What would you do if you suddenly knew it was here with the people you love? Right here with the people you love. Would you wage war? Would you breed hate more? Would you use terror to rule? Or would the waters run sweet and the land at our feet be peaceful and green, clean and pure? So peaceful, so green, so pure, so peaceful, so green, so pure. What would you do? Say it's all up to you. Say the whole world's in your hands. Would there be change, or would things be the same? Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can? Well, all of our lives we've been told paradise resides in the heavens above. What would you do if you suddenly knew it was here with the people you love? It's right here with the people you love. What would you do? Say it's all up to you. Say the whole world's in your hands. Would there be change, or would things be the same? Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can? Have we already done all we can?
It's not a religious song, I don't think. It doesn't really belong to anybody. It's a song that's for everyone. It's called The Good Samaritan. Dreamed I was from Jerusalem, on my way to Jericho, when two thugs robbed and beat me up, left me lying by the road. A certain priest came down that road, and he just passed me by. Likewise came two other men, and they left me there to die. Well, I was just about to give up hope when the Samaritan came in sight. Well, he picked me up and he bound my wounds. Man, he really made my night. He put me on his beast of burden and he walked us into town. Checked us into a small hotel as the sun was going down. Now I love the Good Samaritan. He's a friend who's a friend indeed. I'll be more like the Good Samaritan when my neighbor is in need. We walked into that little room and I fell down on the bed. He took some wine and some oil he had, and he washed my wounded head. I wished I could have thanked him or repaid him for my keep, but before I got the chance, I fell fast asleep. And I love the Good Samaritan. He's a friend who's a friend indeed. I'll be more like the Good Samaritan when my neighbor is in need. About the time I fell asleep, I woke up from that dream. And awake I knew sometimes it's true, things aren't the way they seem. But the more I thought about that dream, the more I realized I see the face of that Samaritan in every person's eyes. And I love the Good Samaritan. He's a friend who's a friend indeed. I'll be more like the Good Samaritan when my neighbor is in need. Yes, I love the Good Samaritan. He's a friend who's a friend indeed. I'll be more like the Good Samaritan when my neighbor is in need.
Ukraine, I'm feeling so much shame, 'cause I don't know what to do. Ukraine, I see you every night. My TV blasts the news. Sitting where I'm comfortable while you're losing all you had. I'm trying to understand just how our whole world has gone mad. Ukraine. Ukraine, my heart goes out to you. I pray all day and night. Ukraine, I promise from my heart to help you shine your light. I can't believe what's happening before my very eyes. This world must pull together, so together we can rise. Ukraine. I am so mystified why war is better than peace. Ukraine, I send my song to you as I pray this war will cease. Ukraine. I can't believe what's happening before my very eyes. This world must go together, so together we can rise. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine.
And this is a song called After the Battle, and I wrote it after reading the histories by Herodotus. Peaceful cacophony of early morning rouses me. Lying there, my consciousness drifting, floating, sighing. Morning dew so refreshing, as is the breeze caressing my skin. I smell the dead, the blood that spilled all around me. I hear the life that thrives. It tears through all our elaborate plans. Hear them mocking as petty our quarrels. Thought I'd sip from the cup of victory. Instead I lie here in this forest alive. Birds are circling overhead, their vibrant feathers gleam. Sun reflecting gold on steel, blinding, shining. Am I in some cathedral? To which God was it built? To whom should I pray? I smell the dead, the blood that spilled all around me. I hear the life that thrives. It tears through all our elaborate plans. Hear them mocking as petty our quarrels. Thought I'd sip from the cup of victory. Instead I lie here in this forest alive. I hear the life that thrives after the battle.
Yeah, I just wrote it a few days ago. for this day, for International Women's Day. And it's called We Are the One in Four. I wrote, it was kind of prompted by a statistic that I remember from college when I was in a social justice class, and a professor had said this statistic about sexual violence against women. And I just remember that from a long time ago. It might actually, the statistic might be 1 in 2 now. I'm not sure, but that's what prompted.
Feeling scorn as she says hello into the eyes of a judge and a jury of no one she knows. And she can't feel her feet on the floor. Somehow she finds her voice in the light of all that meet home. We are the one and four, we share our stories of strength and glory. We are the one and four, we'll stand up strong until our stories ignite. Ignite in a way that destroys all insecurities from a life bound by control. We don't want to fear anymore, to not have the right to our bodies, minds, and souls as our own. We are the one and four, we share our stories of strength and glory. We are the one and four, we'll stand up strong until our stories ignite. When we fall on deaf ears in the void, and you can buy the blue dress that she wore, is it a wonder why we wait so long? We are the one in four, we share our stories with strength and glory. We are the one in four, we'll stand up strong and tell our stories. We are the one in four, we share our stories of strength and glory. We are the one in four, we'll stand up strong and tell our stories. We are the one in four, we share our stories with strength and glory. We are the one in four, we'll stand up strong until our story ignites.
So this song I'm going to share tonight is one that I wrote after seeing a documentary about Peace Pilgrim, who was a woman who basically walked across the country multiple times beginning in the 1950s through until she passed away in the 1980s, and shared a message of peace. And this song talks a little bit about her journey. And I'll post in the chat a little bit later too where you can learn more about her and her journey and her teachings. So the song is called Peace Pilgrim. I was Mildred Norman Ryder, now I'm Peace Pilgrim. Walked for almost 30 years through rain, snow, and sun. My pockets nearly empty, no baggage to bear. My journey is a calling that with these words I share. My message is a simple one, it's easy to repeat. Let good conquer evil. I spread this round the world, I must find inner peace. You, me, we can live in harmony. As I look around me at neighbors' empty hands, I know I need to learn to give, not take all I can. I'm not the middle of the universe, I'm a tiny grain of sand, a note inside the symphony of all humans on this land. The greatest enemy I know lives inside my head, wears a coat of armor I'm learning to shed, measuring accomplishments by possessions, not by worth, forgiving everyone but me, robbing me of mirth. You, me, we can live in harmony. As I walk from coast to coast, relinquishing my roots, trust in love and kindness, to offer food and roof, my only destination upon this earthly plane is peace for every nation and every human being. You, me, we can live in harmony. You, me, we can live in harmony. I was Mildred Norman Ryder, now I'm Peace Pilgrim.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can.
Just before the light began to break, and I was not yet fully awake, I thought I heard a mighty choir sing, let freedom ring, let freedom ring. Listening to the first chirping of the birds, it seemed I too knew all the words. So I joined my little voice up to sing, let freedom
let freedom ring. We are a nation of immigrants of every shade and hue, and though we have not ever done our best, from now on that's what we will do. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. These words were spoken by Dr. Martin Luther King. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. We're a nation of immigrants of every shade and hue, and though we have not ever done our best, from now on that's what we will do. A lady in a harbor lives her life to guide weary souls through the night. And I know if she could, she would sing, let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. A lady in a harbor lives her light to guide weary souls through the night. And I know if she could, she would sing, let freedom ring. Let freedom ring.
Let freedom.
Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring.
I thought I'd do a song about that particular person. And I do it in Russian, but you'll all understand the song. Vladimir is sulking, he's looking pretty sad. His enemies are plotting from Minsk to Leningrad. Chechens making mischief, journalists enraged. A story torn from Kafka, how we love to turn the page. Now Vladimir is scheming, he's turning all the wheels. Oligarchs and businessmen all cutting Kremlin deals. They're ripping off the country and buying mega yachts. Babushka swilling vodka while the whole damn country rots. He's bringing back the gulags like Stalin's glory days, and disappearing dissidents in Lubyanka's mage, purging all the journalists and jailing girly bands. He's Kremlin's evil impresario. Vladimir is Putin on a show. Now Vladimir is swaggering like mafiosos do, sweeping through the Kremlin doors, a gangster through and through. No more perestroika, those wimpy days are lost. buried like his rivals in Siberian permafrost. Democracy so tiresome, such trouble to be free. Much better when whole games run by friendly KGB. And if you cross with Putin, he'll hunt you down with glee, purging you with pogroms and polonium in your tea. Now Vladimir is gloating. He knows he duped us all. He suckered us on Syria, and he's having such a ball. Whole damn world is watching now. Putin's got the stage. He's ravaging Crimea while his critics roar with rage. He's bringing back the gulags like Stalin's glory days, and disappearing dissidents in Lubyanka's maze, purging all the journalists and jailing girly bands. He's Kremlin's evil impresario. Oh, Vladimir is Putin on a show.
My song, and I'm glad Tara's here because she puts a great picture for it. It's called Take a Knee. And it's about the marchers for peace and for Black Lives Matter. Thousands of policemen armored for war against a few marchers for peace. And anyone can see how it's going to be a calamity. An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth, leaves everybody blind and toothless to take a knee. Show empathy and humanity. Protect and serve, that is your trust. And to be respected, respect, you must take a knee. Show empathy and humanity. Take a knee, have the courage to agree that Black Lives Matter, that's the key. Take a knee, show empathy and humanity. There's a right to assemble and protest in peace in the home of the brave and the land of the free. Take a knee, show empathy and humanity. What does it profit a man if he wins the whole world and thereby he loses his eternal soul? Take a knee, show empathy and humanity.
Thank you so much, Nalini. That was wonderful. I'm so glad we have that recorded. A beautiful hour.
In the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 ill lofts gray, are charged with all the radiance that a sudden